5'9". He fights out of Harmon, North Wales and hails from Colwyn Bay, Chris Smyth. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 64. He's 23, stands 5'9". He fights out of Gorilla Fight Team and hails from Grimsby, Ryan Kitchen. Your referee, Mr. Simon Stadnicki.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, cage door set to close on this, our 12th contest of the evening, an amateur featherweight bout. Ryan Kitchen fighting out of the red corner, 0-1 with Gorilla Fight Team as he takes on Hammond, North Wales. Chris Smyth fighting out of the blue corner, black trunks trimmed with blue, with a 1-0-1 record.
Yeah, beautiful opening kick there by Kitchen and returned by Smyth. Smyth
Certainly seem, I mean, looking at the pair of them, certainly seems sort of the more physical of the two featherweights.
Yes.
Very muscular build. In on that double leg, under the hips.
Beautiful.
Picks him up and dumps him.
With absolutely no issue at all.
Kitchen, though, right in his own corner.
And say he's holding on to that arm just to make sure that he can't posture up right now, but it may not pay off in the end. He needs to be looking to establish a bit of a base and maybe get back up. He's close to the fence now.
He's trying to put his back against the cage.
Yeah.
Lots of pressure coming from Chris Smyth.
Yeah, just looking to pop that head out is Smyth.
Yeah.
Looking to just fish under the neck for the chin strap, but
Kitchen was looking to control the posture in the head, keep him down, moving to the full guard now.
You can just see Smyth reaching back every so often, just trying to pop a knee down and pass guard. It's a bit risky business if you've got someone who knows what they're doing on the ground. Leaves you open for all kinds of things, triangles, Kimuras. But saying that, you know, at this level, you don't know too much about your opponent. You don't know what the strengths are, the weaknesses are, and you just got to play to your game.
That's right. It's been, you know, only 3 contests between the two fighters.
Yeah. Very smothering performance by Smyth so far.
Yeah, not done a lot with it, but that's because he's being kept honest on the ground by Ryan Kitchen.
You can see Kitchen just reaching for different things. He's in on a leg right now, but Smyth does the right thing then, just sprawls back, looks for the head control.
Yeah, I want to see him spin around now, take the move to the side.
I don't know if he will. It looks like he's setting up a 10-finger guillotine here. Yep, it looks like he's setting up a 10-finger guillotine. Keep the head low, put pressure on the back of the head.
Right in the middle of the body.
And make them choke themselves out on your fingers.
Last time I saw that technique actually work must have been Brad Scott in the UFC. Where he used 10-finger guillotine.
Yeah, it was Ian Butlin that showed me that first time, and he was pretty good at it as well.
You know, again, the man fighting out of Hammond, North Wales, controlled position.
Very physically dominant.
Yeah.
Very, very old school Matt Hughes, Randy Couture kind of style wrestling base. He's going to get on top, and he's not necessarily going to sacrifice his position to win the fight. But, you know, he has faith in his skills, and he's going to eventually get that pass.
Yeah.
You know,
and he was patient. He was happy in top position.
Yeah.
Obviously stayed busy enough that he wasn't stood up. And all credit to Ryan Kitchen, kept him honest on the ground.
He did, yeah. I mean, when you've got a guy there reaching for things that you're probably not very familiar with, especially if you're coming from a wrestling background early days in your career, you kind of want to keep on them hips, and you don't really want to posture up, because you got someone like Kitchen who's going to make you pay, and he's, you know, it's going to open up a lot of different avenues.
Well, cage door closes. Here we go. Another 3 minutes to try and separate these two fighters. Chris Smyth fighting out of the blue corner, the black trunks trimmed with blue, taking on Ryan Kitchen, the Gorilla Fight Team prospect, Fighting out of the red corner, the tatami trunks. That was a heavy load. As soon as it landed, it welted.
Yeah. And he caught him heavy on that lead foot. That's when it's going to do the damage. It's going for the takedown is Smyth, but Kitchen looks like he's he was aware to that, and he's slid an arm underneath. You don't know how much he's actually got on that neck, or how much the cage is hindering him getting the elbow up, but it looks deep for a second. And you can see Smyth really having to work to get out of there.
But no panic at all.
No. I mean,
you don't have another man clamped around your neck. You just stand up.
I mean, the fact that Kitchen can find Smith's neck, he looks like he's all shoulders, and you know, hats off to him for that. It's a victory in itself, but very, very calmly does it. And now we're seeing Smyth in half guard.
Yeah, again, you know, I'd just like to see him locked down there. Throw some shots. You can hear the corner now calling for body.
Yep. Just start to tenderize his opponent. But again, Kitchen changes his guard.
And brings the guard up nice and high as well.
Yep.
Looking like he might be threatening for a triangle maybe.
Yeah, we saw this position earlier where somebody committed to the position and they rolled out for the armbar.
Throwing some chopping shots from the bottom as well as Kitchen. Not capitulating at all. It keeps bringing it up.
Yeah. And the thing is, this is a testament to Kitchen's work on the bottom here, because he can't settle and get off those shots, which you know are going to be beastly. Now he's got the posture, but again, like glue, Kitchen straight back to him.
Yep.
Nullifying anything that he wants to do.
Yep, pulls him back in. Smyth now still in top position.
And I mean, nullifying someone's game is not going to win you a fight, but it's definitely a big part of, you know, just getting your game plan out there and doing your thing.
Absolutely. Again, top control. Oh, Chris Smyth, but Kitchen's been staying busy and active off his back.
Yeah. And really durable legs on display there by Kitchen. He's managing to use them as arms, and just, you know, while he's got Smith's arms tied up, he's moving around with those legs and getting his position back that he wants, and just knocking Smyth off balance. And if you're off balance, you can't throw a shot.
Yeah. Certainly making Smyth work. Another round, though, I think, clearly in the books for Smyth.
Yes. But
Kitchen has kept himself in it. He hasn't taken unnecessary damage.
And you see that as they walk away, it's Smyth that breathes the deep breath.
Yeah. Well, that muscular frame going to start screaming for some oxygen.
That's it. He's screaming for oxygen, but all it's getting is lactic acid, unfortunately.
It's not what I ordered, sir.
No.
Is it just, you know, same again for Smyth? Be the aggressor, make him work from his back?
But be aware that, for me, Kitchen's probably got a little bit more in the tank right now.
Yep.
And he's demonstrated some good striking for the limited times that he's been on there. He hasn't demonstrated being able to stuff the takedown, but maybe if that takedown comes a little bit slower, you know, this round, Smyth might want to set it up with a shot or two. You know, like maybe a jab, an overhand, something like that, just to keep him guessing, keep him honest, you know.
Well, seconds are cleared. 3 more minutes to decide this amateur featherweight contest here at Almighty Fighting Championship 16. Touch of gloves, and again, Chris Smyth in the blue trunks.
Oh, but he caught the kick. And Smyth gets the takedown again. And he was looking a little bit laboured with his strikes with Smyth, but the kick came into the body, and I would have never advised that against the wrestler. Do not kick the body. The only time I'm going upstairs if he tries to catch me low kick.
Well, now it's, you know, Smyth in top position. And now invites...
okay. Okay, now we've got a fight.
Now we're swinging. Just warmed up for 6 minutes beforehand.
That's it.
Oh! He threw that one from
right
the hip.
hook, yeah.
Nice change of level, ducks under.
He went for the sweep, but he manages to keep that. He's got a great base as Smyth. Great base. A lot of people had gone over with that.
Smyth now trying to push Kitchens back to the mat.
Be interesting to see if Smyth dares give him a chance like that again and make him stand up.
Thought he had one butterfly end. No, changed it up, closed the guard. Now, this is where, as an amateur, time's not your friend.
No.
Because those shorter rounds, those 3-minute rounds, Smith's having, this is a fight-winning position at the moment. If nothing dramatic happens.
Yeah. Which I don't necessarily agree with, because this is the worst position that you can be in if you're on top.
Yeah.
And I've always opted for the guard, as long as it's an active guard, to be scored as a dominant position. Because, let's say you're in mount, the guy on the bottom wants to get you in his guard.
Yeah.
Right, so, but as it stands right now in MMA, this is a dominant position.
Yeah.
And I think that comes from the wrestling side of it.
Absolutely.
Keeping the hips pinned.
And again, just trying to chip away there is Chris Smyth, eating those seconds away, not giving Kitchen a chance to scramble or stand or throw up a submission.
No, he's just keeping busy enough. And like I said before, this isn't a fight, it's a game.
Amen.
It's, fighting's a different thing.
Yeah.
This is a game, and sometimes you got to play the game.
Yep.
You got to score them points. You got to do the score. You got to do stuff that people don't really want to pay to see.
Yep.
If you're buying a pay-per-view and you got something like this, you'd be like, but then as a fighter looking at a fighter, you're like, this guy's doing everything that he needs to do to win.
Threw off his opponent. Go. 10 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They got confused by the 10-second warning. They got confused by the whistle, so they start. And fair play. If one of them,
I mean, there were a lot going on there, and you hear an external noise. I've done it before, and I've looked. I'm like, what?
You want to stop for a moment? Yeah.
But very, very, very interesting fight if you are a fighter watching this. People who are tuning in for big knockouts and stuff, MMA can be exciting like that, but it's probably not what you're going to want to watch, It's, but
although you got to, I suppose, it's okay to get you get your flash knockouts, you get your flashy submissions, but this is meat and potatoes MMA.
This is MMA. This is MMA, yeah, and you've got to be a bit of a purist to enjoy that. But for me, I did enjoy that. He did everything he needed to do, and not a step wrong, really. Well,
we'll turn it over to our MC for this evening and find out which one of these two young fighters has earned a decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hardcore rounds to go to the judges' scorecard, all 3 judges have scored this in favour of your winner. In the blue corner, Chris Smyth. Please show your appreciation